Hey, besties.
One Hit Wonders night. We're back.
We're back. And we have thoughts and opinions and feelings.
A lot of them. But it's okay.
It's all right. But first things first, we recently saw an increase in followers, which thank you guys so much. So if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to the shit show. We're so excited to have you, and we appreciate the support.
Yes.
So yeah, just welcome. Tell your friends, continue to follow us on TikTok and Instagram as well, at Talk Dirty Dancing to Me. And yeah, we are thrilled to have people who want to listen to us yap about our passion, which is Dancing with the Stars.
Yes, even if I have forced you to be here, forced your husbands to follow and press play, like it really does mean the world. I know that Katie and I kind of talk about this a lot on the side of like, we know there's a lot of new podcasts out there this year. We know there's a lot of people talking about the show this year, but you come and you listen to us for us. And we would do this anyway, even if 0 people listened, but it just makes it so much better that you do care and text us and like tell us what your thoughts are and text us during the show. And then I just love when people think about Dancing with the Stars, I think about us too.
I know. Yeah, because when we started this in 2020, when things were already terrible and we were like, hey, why not? You know what? Hell yeah. Like, why not do it? Dancing with the Stars was kind of still it was on life support. And like, I love this resurgence that we're seeing, and we're back and better than ever. And so obviously we knew that one day when we got our feet back under us, there would be podcasts and content and things like that, because it's a fun thing to talk about and it's popular again, which we love to see. But we knew that we were holding on for dear life.
We were. So this is great. It's all great.
Yep. Also, I'm glad that we did not get raptured before Dancing with the Stars today. So
who else was on Rapture Talk? Like, I guess everyone, but the Rapture was supposed to happen today. We still on the East Coast in Cincinnati or Eastern time. We still have like an hour and 12 minutes until, we've still got that much time. So like if I just disappear,
I'll just finish it out.
Yeah, you'll just have to finish it out. So, and I guess same for me.
Yeah. So Rapture Talk was definitely hilarious. We've been through so many potential raptures, so I guess we can just add this one to the list. But so didn't get raptured. Now, looking back after what we just went through on Dancing with the Stars, I'm like, maybe I could have been raptured. I don't know.
Maybe I would have preferred that.
Honestly.
No, it's all right.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just get right into it, I guess.
Let's get into it. Okay, One Hit Wonders night. Each couple performed a new dance to a song by what the show dubbed a one-hit wonder. And the opening number was choreographed by Emma Slater. It was set to the song Everybody Dance Now, or I'm Gonna Make You Sweat, which is the correct name of the song, I guess. But what do you think about the opening number?
I think the troupe is so incredible.
Yeah.
Like, wow. I cannot pick. I feel like I go cross-eyed because I cannot decide who I'm watching because they're all so good.
They're so young and youthful too. Like, it's crazy. They're fast. They dance fast.
They're so full of life.
Right. And I like it. They look so good. The opening number didn't really stand out to me that much, but again, I wasn't really even thinking about paying attention to it because I was just so excited to see everyone dance again.
Yeah. I think when I think opening number, I think like it's going to be several people from the cast and not just the troupe. So I wasn't like disappointed. Like they still went out there and absolutely ate, but opening number to me says like a big production of like everyone. Yeah. So I felt I was misled.
We were. Let me say though, with the themes that we have coming up, we are going to have some epic opening numbers this year. This just wasn't one of them.
Yes. Still great. Still wonderful. Just not quite what I would consider a quote opening number.
All right. So the first couple that we opened with were Alex and Val. They had a jive to Mambo number 5.
Okay, so this is just kind of an overarching theme for a few people throughout the night. The music felt slowed down to the point where it was hindering the performance for me. Like
yeah,
this
I feel that way about a handful of people.
Yes, and this one specifically, I don't know what it was. I don't think that it was necessarily the fact that it was a live performance, like, you know, because that song is like very big band, like it's got a vibe for sure. Like that song's a banger. I was always pissed when I was a kid because my best friend, who you know, Jessica, her name was in the song, and all these other girls' names were in the song, and there was no Katie, and I was like, all right, well, okay, guess Lou Bega doesn't care about me, but all right. But no, this song is so great. The costuming was interesting. Val, they looked at him and they were like, "Hey, have you ever seen that movie The Mask?" Because yes. And then Haley Jean absolutely cracked me up. She said they look like they are the number one Packers fans.
Oh, they did.
Also really quick. So we have a Facebook group from Lynn the 10 DWTS. We used to have community chats in there, but Mark Zuckerberg hates us now. And so we can't have a live chat anymore. We were getting too powerful. And so now we have moved over to a Discord. So if you guys want to join the Discord, we have a live chat every single episode, and it's crazy and fun and goofy and definitely not safe for work. So maybe don't invite your grandma, but like it's a blast. So
okay, also very quickly on the Discord. I joined the Discord late. I joined it yesterday afternoon. And I thought for a Discord you were supposed to come up with like a cute, cheesy name. So
you were thinking AIM.
I was, and I still am. Like that's the vibe. And so to me, at least. So then I put in the name DWTS girl, and it said not taken. So I was like, shit, okay, amazing. So I gave myself that name. Well, I also put a poll in there because Katie is my number one hater, and she was like, Madeline, change your name. This is not AIM. Like you need to change it now. And I was like,
because
I'm not gonna.
No, you go in there and I see you post. DWTS girl has just joined the chat, and deep down I was like, that's fucking Madeline. I know it is. Mm-hmm. And then you see everyone else is just going by their government name.
Okay, but it gets better. It gets better. So put a poll in there. Katie lost. Everyone else wanted me to keep DWTS girl, so it's done. I am DWTS girl. So then I met a couple, Ryan and I met a couple on our anniversary trip on a cruise, and Allison is her name. She sent me an Instagram DM during the show. She's like she's live chatting me during the show. I said, hey, join our Discord. And I sent her the link. And then she texted me back in the Instagram and said, not my dumbass thinking that everyone would have a funny name and not their real name.
Is she all tens?
Yeah, she said, I am 10 tens across the board, LOL. She said, not my RuPaul loving ass being incognito. So then I was like, Allison, that's amazing. I did the same thing, blah, blah, blah. So welcome, Allison. Welcome everybody to the Discord. Join it, please. It's hilarious. And make your name whatever you want it to be. It is honestly hilarious being DWTS girl.
I know. So. XOXO. DWTS girl.
That's me. But yeah, back to Alex.
So back to Alex. She literally is so perfect. Like she is beautiful. She is a human version of a Barbie doll, honestly. Yeah. Like move over Margot Robbie, like sorry, it's Alex Earl. I thought the music was too slow, which really affected the energy of the dance, like to a point where I don't know, it sounded on my end, which I was having some lagging issues with Disney Plus a little bit here and there, but it sounded like a couple of times the music actually skipped. So I don't know if that is why they got off from, like, it just didn't feel like they were synced with the music. And I think that really showed at the end because the music stopped before they finished their dance and like got to their last pose. So I don't know. I still think it was very good. It was absolutely full of jive content. Shout out Val. I just feel like the music really did them a disservice in this one. What did you think?
So I wouldn't say that I even felt that as much. I also was just really excited by their dance. Everything about it was just fun. The energy was high to me. I thought it was exciting. I just think it's so crazy. Again, this will also be a big theme for me during the night is that it is week 2 and we have dances that look like this already and they're going first. I mean, I just thought it was really, Millie is driving me crazy right now and I'm so sorry if y'all can hear her. But I thought that she came out of her turns just a little bit early, but other than that, I really didn't see that much quote unquote wrong with it. And so I don't know, she's got a lot of talent, and Val has a great partner to work with, and I think that they can only get better.
Definitely. Also, I've seen a lot of people speculating about their partnership and saying that they like don't vibe with each other, or like they're not super close. But I think the thing is that Val has typically had so many like super extroverted partners that having someone who is more reserved like Val, like they're both just kind of like their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that's why it's reading to people like they're not close. But like, she posted a TikTok today of her like, get ready with me for Dancing with the Stars, and had Val do the voiceover.
Oh, that's cute.
It was really funny. It was very cute. So I think they just have a different vibe than what we're used to seeing with Val. But I don't think that they have like beef or anything. Like, I think they're still great partners.
I don't either. It's way too early for them to have beef.
Agreed.
But yeah, 7s across the board. Carrie Ann was back, and she was loving Alex. So,
she was loving everyone tonight, kind of.
Except for a couple people, but whatever. Alex.
We are Carrie Ann's biggest ops.
I'm trying to keep the mood up right now. I don't want to get into it yet. But yeah, 7s across the board for a 21 out of 30. I thought that was very fair.
Agreed. 21.
21. Okay, next. Danielle and Pasha had a cha-cha-cha to Rhythm of the Night.
Also, I just want to point out that when Madeline says cha-cha-cha, even though it says cha-cha on like the stuff and most people call it that, that's what Lynn used to say. He would say, that was a proper cha-cha-cha. Like, so he always did the 3 chas, and so we are honoring the late, great Lynn Goodman.
Cha-cha-cha.
It's a cha-cha-cha, baby.
Danielle and Pasha cha-cha-cha to Rhythm of the Night.
This did not feel like Pasha choreography to me.
Really?
It felt like, which I don't know how much of it. So, okay, in her package, she explained that she has,
which was crazy,
has an injury, but not just like, oh, I hurt my leg or whatever. Also, Alex Earl, her toenail fell off, R.I.P. Like, these people are putting their bodies on the line for us. But anyway, Danielle, she had a tear in her hamstring, which is crazy. And then she went to go get a deep tissue massage. And I guess that the deep tissue massage was them taking her out back and beating the shit out of her legs. I don't know, because they showed a picture of it. Bro, she looks like she got tossed down a flight of stairs.
It looked like road rash. Like, it did not look like a bruise. It was crazy.
So, I had noticed in some TikToks and stuff that she had been wearing like some kind of like wrap or like brace. It's not like a brace, but like some kind of something on her leg. And I was like, is she hurt or what? Oh, she's hurt. She was injured.
Oh, and you want to know what?
Injured bad.
My favorite part is like Pasha's like, I don't care. Cartwheel split.
Right?
I do not care.
He's like, anyway.
Anyways, that's literally my note says, anyways, do a cartwheel into the splits.
Truly.
Yeah.
I don't know. The music here, I think, was way too slow for this dance, especially for a cha-cha. It literally felt like we were dragging. And I think that's why the dance wasn't super successful, in my opinion, because it looked more like she was kind of walking around at some parts, because the music was literally so slow. I was like, can we get a tempo increase, please? Like, this is painful. The ending was super rough, unfortunately.
The ending was bad.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a slide through Pasha's legs. He pulls you through the other side, births you, and she got stuck. It just did not work out.
No.
Unfortunately.
It had good moments. So
it did. It definitely did. And again, like you said, like, for this to be week 2 and us already being like,
some people,
everyone is so good that we're having these like more detailed like thoughts and opinions on what wasn't great is crazy. Because normally at week 2 we're like, they moved.
I can't even emphasize enough how some previous seasons this would have been like an 8 and 9 dance. Like, that's what's crazy.
In like week 6, yes.
So I said she whipped her hair well. She had some incredible lines and poses in the dance, but it was just a little wobbly at some points, which would be understandable if she's really working with that injury. And then just the end was a little bit of a fumble, but I thought they recovered pretty well. And Carrie Ann gave them a 7. Derek gave them a 6, Bruno a 6, for a total of 19 out of 30.
Yeah. And I just think that I love that she can laugh it off. Like, she wasn't devastated. She wasn't pissed. Like, as soon as she came out from Pasha's legs, she, like, leaned forward and was, like, cracking up, like, oh, damn it. Like, we did not nail that. We didn't stick the landing.
But she is taking it very seriously and says, like, she really wants to do well, and I trust her on that.
Obviously, she tore her hamstring. Like, if she wanted to get out, that was the golden opportunity. Like, she wants to do this. Like, she cares. She has a great attitude. She's really tough on herself, actually, but I like that she can also kind of not take it so seriously in the moment. Gabby Green said she must be the eldest daughter. Just the way she 100%. Was like, I'm so tough on myself. I'm not going to sleep over this, whatever. I was like, oh, that's
I'll have to look that up. I'll look that up. Okay, next up, Andy and Emma. They had a tango to It's Raining Men.
I'm going to let you go first because I know you have thoughts.
So Andy's doing his very best out there. He's incredibly theatrical. He connects so well with the audience, and that's why everyone loves him so much. He really looks into the camera, and it seems natural for him. Obviously, we know that he spends a lot of time on TV, and he is a comedian, of course, so he just does connect well with people. And that's his strength, and that's why everyone likes him so much. I thought that the dance was incredibly short. It felt like it was not even a minute long. It felt more like a quick little skit than a dance to me. But again, like, he's going out there, he's trying his very best, but there was like little to no tango elements to it. But that's what they're doing.
Yeah. I did think that his confidence this week was up. Like, he was like feeling himself. He was just like, you know what, I'm in this. Like, we're just gonna kind of ride this out, have a good time, but not take it as a joke. He really is doing the best he can. I really liked in his package where he was like, I thought that I was gonna come out here and like have to quit, like not be good. Like, he was very vulnerable about it, like, which I cannot imagine just like putting yourself out there like that, especially as a man.
And something so grueling, like, this is so hard.
I know, and that's why I think, like, so you get higher, like, caliber stars on shows like The Masked Singer or, things like that where it's like you either kind of got it or you don't. It's not like intensive training week after week after week after week every day for 4 hours a day. Like, dancing like that, it's a huge commitment. So, I mean, just the fact that we have the level of stars that we do this season is crazy because these people said, okay, I'm going to basically go to boot camp for, what is it, like 10 weeks, 12 weeks?
Yeah.
And so, like, I cannot give them all enough praise for, like, just doing the damn thing. That's awesome. I think it was good. He moves, I said this last week, he moves very well on the floor. Like, his legs are fluid. Like, there's no start stop. It's not stompy. Like, when he's doing footwork, it does not look bad to me. I think that you're right. It was giving a skit. Like, the first, 15 seconds was Emma pretending to be a news reporter, which is fine. It was fun. But I don't think he'll be around for much longer, which is sad because as a person, I think he's a sweet baby angel. But for this competition, I don't think that this level of dance will continue to,
I don't know,
keep him around. I don't know.
I feel like he's pulling hella votes right now. So I don't know. Maybe I'm being like negative about it a little bit, but I just feel like could potentially really beat out some people and it might shock us. My friend Hannah sent me a thread from Reddit and it was like, it's funny how Emma has Reggie do a routine in a rain jacket last year with I Can See Clearly Now, and then there's Andy again in a poncho. Like, Emma is putting these men in a big yellow raincoat for her skits. So, also,
I mean, she's playing to her strengths though, and like, you cannot fault her for that. For as much shit as everyone has talked about, like, Emma always gets screwed, which, first of all, that is so, like, these people are people still. Like, this guy signed up to go on this show for our entertainment, and, like, he knows that he is well aware that he is not the next Mikhail Baryshnikov, okay? Like, he is well in tune with what's going on in his talent versus his competitors. But, like, we do not have to dump on him.
No.
Online and say that Emma is getting screwed, because Emma is still making these great relationships with these people. Her talent is being a teacher and being compassionate.
And like she debunked everyone saying all that too. She's like, I know what my strengths are. This is what I enjoy. And yes. I don't feel like I'm getting the short end of anything. Like, I'm happy with what I get to do. And so I just thought it was funny that they remembered Reggie was also in a raincoat last year.
Yeah, it was giving Georgie from It.
Very much, very much. But the scores. So, Andy got a 6 from Carrie Ann, a 5 from Derek, and a 5 from Bruno for a 16 out of 30.
I thought this should have been all 5s, but it's fine. I'm not worried about it. I am, however, worried about the fact that Julianne in the skybox said, like, made a comment about his fans thinking that he was going to have a heart attack. And I was just like, oh my God.
It's like he made that joke and it was funny when he said it.
Yes.
You know, we don't have to follow back up
so anyway,
on the joke.
So anyway, how's your heart? It's giving that time that Demi Lovato performed at an American Heart Association event and dead ass sang her song Heart Attack.
It's so funny.
Like, I was just like, bro.
I love it. Well, moving on. Next up, Lauren and Brandon. They had a foxtrot to Love Fool by the Cardigans.
I don't think that I had put 2 and 2 together what this song was based off the title. And then, like, once it got into the chorus, I was like, oh, I do know this song. So I was like, One Hit Wonder? I've never heard of this, but I know this song. I loved that she is all of us, with, like, a lot of us, especially elder millennials, like, started watching Dancing with the Stars, like, with our grandparents, with our moms, and it was, like, this generational thing. And so she talked a lot about, like, how she used to watch this with her grandmother, and it was just really sweet. And I was like, wow, celebrities, they're just like us. I thought she looked stunning. Costuming absolutely redeemed themselves from that atrocity last week. She was gorgeous. She is so smooth. She is smooth as silk, baby. Beautiful extensions. She followed through every movement. It was seamless. It was gorgeous. Brandon's choreo absolutely slayed again. I loved this. I loved this for them.
Me too. I thought it was so elegant, romantic, sweet. I thought this was a great example of a dance telling a story. Like, the man catching his girl or whatever, like, them just being whimsically in love. I just loved the blue on them. Really nice arm extensions. Her hair looked really nice. I have a note here that says, I don't agree with any of Derek's feedback. I don't remember what it was. I just wrote, I don't agree with it. Maybe you remember, but I think I was shocked when Derek actually gave her a 7. I thought he was going to score her lower, maybe. I didn't think she'd get all 7s, but I was really pleasantly surprised when she did.
I think he was just kind of being more, like, detail oriented and, like, a little bit more nitty gritty with his feedback and his comments, because she is so good and he knows that she can get better. But I don't think it was bad in any way. Like, he wasn't dumping on her at all. I think he was just more so talking about, like, the nuances of, like, foxtrot and like the really technical stuff. So
yeah, she has the ability to be up there with the best of the best, and I think
I totally agree.
I think you're right. I think they're like, okay, let's get this girl up there.
Yeah, so let's get her to where she can be. I just loved this for them, and I thought it was so funny when they're in the skybox doing that thing that Julian loves to do with your grandmother, who is deceased. How would she have felt about that? And Lauren Haregi goes, I hope she's smiling wherever she is.
And I think she would have loved it, I guess. I hope. Like,
Grandma, are you with us? Are you in the room with us?
Grandma, when is the rapture? Do you know? Can you let us in of the story? Like, the timeline?
Oh my God. No, but people were like, I think it was Haley Jean and Michelle Salerno. They were like, in the Discord, they're like, I sure as shit would have been like, Grandma's smiling up at me right now.
Literally, that's funny. Well, yeah, all 7s for Lauren and Brandon. Proud of them, for sure.
Definitely.
Okay, next. Jordan and Ezra. They had a jive to Maniac.
This is my dance of the night.
Oh, love.
This was everything. Everyone who went and was a little shit on TikTok, Instagram, wherever you decided to go be a villain and come after Ezra and tell him that he sucked, his choreography was bad. Like, it's
Crazy.
one thing to give some feedback and be like, I wish you had done a little bit more of this, like the judges do. And like, we sit here and we talk about stuff.
Because I was trying to think like what we even said last week, and I think the only thing we said last week was they went first and it just had a little bit too much. Like, I went back and listened to our podcast and I was like, we didn't say anything mean at all. Like, everything we said was...
No, and we talked about how it's clear that he doesn't have as much experience as the pro, being the choreographer and the teacher, and he hasn't, and that's totally fine. That's valid. We said he's going to get better, and he immediately proved us right, because this was everything. You know, I love the fringe pants. They were a vision in white. Like, they both, like, looked so freaking good. It was incredible. I literally, like, if anybody was being a hater to Ezra last week, you owe him an apology, because this shit slayed. It was full of content. The freaking, like, I don't even know what you would even call what she did at the end, that, like, jump in the air, quadruple axel into his arms. Like, it was amazing. It was so good. And there was still a little bit of her gymnast stuff in there with the, like, jump over the shoulder off the stairs into the somersault. Like, it was perfect. I loved this.
On a hardwood floor, too. I'm like, you guys are freaking crazy.
Like, I would be in a neck brace immediately.
Same. I thought this week Ezra showcased Jordan so much better than last week. I thought that the only negative thing I had was that I felt like they might have been on the platform part of the ballroom a little bit too long. I don't know. That feels nitpicky, but it just felt a little bit more disjointed up there when they were getting into the dance. But then once they got on the ballroom floor, I thought the song, the energy, the improvement, it was just a major, complete 180 from last week. I thought this was amazing. And got to give Ezra his flowers and Jordan her flowers. The other thing I think we forget, and a lot of people who watch the show forget, she is actively training with her college gymnastics team right now. And this girl is working overtime. She's in school. She's a college athlete, and she's doing Dancing with the Stars. And that's crazy.
Yeah, she literally was on, they posted a TikTok. They were rehearsing at like 5:45 or 6:45 in the morning. Yeah. Because she was going to have to go to class and actual gym practice.
Right, and they can only do that because she goes to UCLA, which is in LA. Like, and close enough by it. I mean, it's wild. Her schedule, her Google Calendar must go crazy.
Yeah, that thing is booked. She's booked. She has a busy week.
She does. So she got an 8 from Carrie Ann, a 7 from Derek, and a 7 from Bruno for a total of 22 out of 30.
I loved it. I loved that she got an 8. I was like, hell yeah. Because this, like, literally, I got chills. Like, this was so damn good. It was so exciting. I cannot wait to see what else they have in store for us this season.
Yeah, absolutely. Most improved from last week. Okay.
Definitely.
Next up, Corey and Jenna. They had a Cha-Cha-Cha to Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot.
I don't... Literally, we were watching this because Brendan has been watching with me this season. We're sitting on the couch, both just kind of slack-jawed, like, taking in what is being presented to us. Mm-hmm. And Brendan goes, we cannot show this to Willow. We're going to have to skip through this one because it is so wildly sexual.
Yeah.
Michelle Salerno said, you know that this man is fully erect right now.
Oh, no. Ew.
It was very stompy. I think he did significantly better last week, unfortunately. Again, this was another one where the song was really slow. There was some more thrusting. There was some laying on the ground and thrusting, violating the ballroom floor.
They kept the explicit version for the song, too.
I think I was disassociating. I wasn't using all of my senses because my eyes were so overwhelmed with what I was taking in. It wasn't bad. And I think Jenna choreographed this to make it fun for him.
It was fun.
It was fun. It was definitely out there, and he went out and he committed to the bit, baby. He went out there and said, full send. Here it is.
Which I appreciate.
Absolutely. Like, it takes, I mean, seriously, like, it couldn't be me, but I just thought that he regressed from last week. And I really think a big part of it too is that after he got his scores last week and he got a 4 and he and Andy were clearly at the bottom, I think that really shook his confidence, because the confident man that we saw thrusting his ass off last week was not in the room.
I'm feeling a little guilt about like some of the Corey hate because you and I talk about this a lot every year too, is we love it when they really want to be there. And he was giving such a positive attitude towards being on the show. And it's really just a taste thing about Corey. Like, he's just hard. He's an acquired taste. Like, he's hard to love, you know? And I feel like he really went for it tonight. It was fun. It was colorful. You could tell he was enjoying himself. And Jenna too. I think Jenna kind of knew this was going to be their night, but she gave him a fun experience, and I think she did a really good job with that.
Yeah, it was an excellent swan song for him.
Agreed. And it was a lot, like, I mean, it was very busy, and there was so much going on. I mean, there was so much going on.
There was a lot happening. Like I said, sensory overload. I loved that they brought in the troupe. So, like, the man was being supported out there. Like, when he was, like, humping the floor, like, the two, Carter and Jackson, were also humping the floor, like, in solidarity. So I love that. We love supporting cast members.
That part was funny.
It was a vibe for sure. And, you know, I love that he just said, okay, we're going to do it.
Yep.
And they did.
Yep. And he got all 5s, 15 out of 30, which was a bummer, but it was right, I think. I fear.
I agree. Unfortunately, I do believe that this was correct, but love the attitude, love the commitment, and you know what? He really went out there and gave it his all.
Gave it everything he had.
He was giving it to it. He was giving it.
Good job, Corey, if you're listening. Good job. For real.
No, seriously.
For real. Good job.
And we know you're listening.
Yes. Come on the podcast. What if we could get Corey?
Oh my gosh, I have to talk about my husband has started recruiting celebs that are actively on this season via Instagram DM, but we'll get there when we get there.
Keep it up, Brendan. Okay. Okay, next up, Jen and Jan had a quick step to Take On Me.
Okay, this song is a certified banger. I say that constantly. And, like, this whole playlist was pretty fire, let's be real. They're one-hit wonders for a reason, because these songs are top tier. But this one just is so great. The cover was incredible. Also, side note, if you've never watched this music video, you should go watch it. It's actually, like, kind of depressing. It's very sad.
Oh.
But
great. For just like what I need. Just what I need.
For such an upbeat song. The music video is kind of like, oh, damn. Sorry, maybe don't watch it.
Like, really? Like, y'all, everybody go watch this music video. It's actually really depressing and sad. You're really selling it, Katie.
Actually, cut the show, cancel, don't watch it. Forget I said anything. Okay, this was the perfect quick step song. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree with you.
This great. Whole thing. This was another one. Did a full 180. Like, Jan. I know. Hello. Catch me on The Voice next season. Jan. Oh, a round of applause for you.
He listened to the feedback. Well.
Oh my God, he crushed it. He crushed it.
Yeah, he did. It was really, really, really good.
Oh my God. I was, like, so proud. Like, of Ezra and Jan. I felt like a proud mom. I was like, look at our boys out here taking constructive criticism, turning around and being like, hey, I listened, check this shit out. And I was like, oh my God, exactly what we were hoping for. Like, 10 out of 10, 1,000,000%. I loved it. I didn't much care for the countertop portion.
So I was going to ask you because I think that was like an ode to her TikToks, how she's always dancing. Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Gotcha.
She's a countertop dancer, and like she has this immaculate island in her kitchen that I covet, which is wrong. So probably not going to get raptured, but I get why they did it, but I don't think it added anything to the dance because once they actually got into the quick step, holy shit, they were stepping quickly, my guy. Like their feet were on point. They had the most beautiful leap where they were completely in sync. Their body contact, like Derek said, was amazing. So good. I loved this one. I thought this was so good. I was just blown away.
Yeah, I think this one competed for Dance of the Night for me with Jordan's. I thought her hair looked so pretty when it was straight. It looked so good. Like compared to
I know you're just like, this competed as top dance of the night. Her hair looked so good straight.
Well, I'm going down my notes list. So that's like initial when I see her first time, I'm like, okay, love the outfit, love the hair. And then just so improved from last week. I think it was most improved up there with Jordan. It was very cute, very entertaining. I thought that the lift police, Carrie Ann, giving out a warning was a little bit biased because like she yelled at other people for lifts, but whatever. So yeah, they did a lift in there. They still had to get a lift in there. And you know, he was a big lifter last week. So anyway, I mean, yeah, really, really, really good. Huge improvement from last week for me.
Yeah.
This is what I pictured her to be able to do. Mm-hmm. And she did it. So
yeah. She really, impressive. Really, really put herself at the top of the pack with this. Because, like, I just remember, because if you've listened to our first episode, you know that we're not keeping up with the Mormon wives. We're not in the loop at this time. So everything that we were hearing at the beginning of the season and, like, when everything was cast, we were like, oh, Whitney is the dancer. Like, you know, obviously Jen doing TikTok dances is, like, one thing, but, like, ballroom dancing is totally different. And so I was like, you know, people really like Jen, but I don't know how that will what that will do for like her ballroom performances. Like, yes, she has natural rhythm and can move, but like this is a different, you know, a whole different thing. So in my mind, my expectations were that Whitney is going to come out and just absolutely slay every dance, and then Jen is going to be good, be like middle of the pack, like, you know.
Jen will be just like Jen Tran from last season. Like, yes, the same like thing.
Consistently good, but not ever the top, right? So then this happened, and I was like, oh shit, no, she's like a contender for this.
And it is insane. Like, I mean, I know we've said it, and everyone likes to remind her, you know, that she just had a baby, but like, it's incredible what she's out there doing. Having a newborn at home, having 3 under 3, being able to go out there and do this and leap like that and jump like that and jump off of freaking that countertop, that huge mammoth of a countertop, to just like be able to jump off that thing and into his arms, like without even blinking twice. Like, incredible.
Yeah, no, it was amazing. I loved this one. I can't wait to go rewatch this one. I loved it so much. I was so excited for them.
Good job, Jen and Jan. Okay, next up.
Wait, you gotta give us our scores, buddy.
Okay, sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Carrie Ann gave them an 8, even because she said she was not going to take away the point for the lift. So I think
she gave him a yellow card. Yeah, she said, "Hey, you're warned. Consider yourself warned."
Yeah, the police officer gave out a warning this time instead of a ticket. So she gave an 8. Derek a 7, Bruno a 7 for a total of 22 out of 30.
Yeah, I liked that score for them.
Me too.
I was so pleased.
So proud of them. Had a quick little breakout dance for Carter and Onye.
They are so good, dude.
Yeah. I can't decide who to watch more of.
I know. Like I said, I feel like I'm going cross-eyed because everyone is like so incredibly talented and I want to watch them both.
Yeah. Amazing. Speaking of talent, Robert and Whitney, they had a tango to Move Your Feet.
Which is crazy. Did they say this came out in 2002?
Yeah.
And he said he wasn't born yet.
He was not born yet.
And I said, okay, Grandma, let's get you back to bed. Like, where do I need to be signing up for a nursing home? Like, holy God, wasn't born yet. And then we're over here like, he's so hot. And I'm like, that is a literal child.
Yeah.
Like,
21.
Holy moly.
He's 21. It's so crazy.
Cheers to you, Robert. But, yeah. So this song,
Horrible.
it's so funny.
Horrible for a tango. I'm sorry. It was.
It was not a tango song by any means to me. However, it also is like so associated with the Trolls movie, which I've seen 100 million times because Willow loves Trolls. Which, like, of all the kids' movies, like that's a good one to get your kid into because they're not bad. But yeah, so Brendan was like, oh, "This song is from Trolls," and I was like, "It's not from Trolls. It's just in Trolls." He was like, "No, this is a Trolls song," and I was like, "I mean, yeah, kind of." But Brendan is actively in Robert's DMs on Instagram.
Oh my gosh!
Like promoting, like asking him to come to our podcast, and I was
Brendan in the whole country of Australia are in Robert's
literally. And
I love that.
Every single girl in the United States of America and Canada, and
fight
probably
the fight,
world.
Brendan, fight the good fight. Thank you.
I know. I love the support.
That's so
we
sweet.
love him.
That's so sweet.
So this didn't have the same wow factor as last week, and I'm not saying that it wasn't equally as good. It's just when you get different styles and different music, like the vibe is just different. I thought this was equally as good. It just didn't have the energy of the jive because duh. But he is so incredibly smooth. It blows my mind. Like, he just has this natural ability. You can tell he's working his ass off. I bet he goes home after rehearsal and practices in his living room. Like, this man is working overtime.
Yeah.
The only thing that I really didn't enjoy about this dance was, and this is on Whitney, not Robert, was the breakdown when they came out of
exactly.
It was not, that's something you do when you have like a Danny Amendola or like someone who like has dance ability, but not like to this extent.
It did not fit the dance at all.
No, it wasn't needed. It took away because their tango content was so good. He was slaying. I was like, this just totally threw me off. Like, it came out of nowhere. And I just didn't enjoy it. Lynn would have ripped her to shreds over that. But also, I get why people do that in their choreography when they have, like, maybe a weaker dancer to kind of, like, give them a break from, you know, being in frame and, you know, the really technically difficult things. But this is not needed with Robert. He's got it. So I really didn't like that part. But he's just effortless. Like, out there, he looks like he's been doing it his whole life. Like, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with them.
Yeah, I wrote, when he is in frame, he looks so mature and looks like he has been doing this for ages. I did not like the separate floor work that they did. It was either Emily or Laura who was at my house watching it with me, or it was someone in the Discord that said that separate work looked like something from The Greatest Showman. Did someone say that in the Discord chat? Maybe not, but like, it definitely did. It looked like something from like a musical theater number, but it just didn't hit because only 2 people were doing it on the dance floor, and there's just like so much more space, and I just didn't like that part. But other than that, a really, really good dance, and Robert is going to do well every week. And so we were talking about this too tonight of like, you get nervous for when they're going to dip because like inevitably everybody has a bad week. Okay.
Correct.
And so like Robert will most likely have a bad week. This wasn't nearly as good as week 1 was to me, but it was still very good. So I don't know, like, I just really look forward to seeing his growth and what Whitney does with him in other styles.
I think a big thing we need to talk about too, which we kind of touched on last week, is like part of I wouldn't call it necessarily a bias, but like part of what makes people react either positively or negatively to a dance. I think a huge part of that is your preconceived notion of what it's going to be.
Yeah.
So like last week we talked about how we were kind of disappointed in some of them because our expectations were higher than what they actually did, even though what they did was totally great for week 1. Like, I think last week as a whole for the premiere, was the best across the board for the entire cast premiere that we've ever seen. It was just so high quality. Even the people who were not great were not the worst we've ever seen. Right.
Literally.
Right. So I think Robert having such a, like, coming in, knocking all of our socks off last week, now everyone has this higher expectation for him.
Yeah, so double-edged sword for sure.
Yeah, it's really tough. And, like, I think that happened with Chandler last year, aside from the fact that people got stuck on her minimal dance experience, but we won't get into that. That horse has been dead. I'm trying not to beat it anymore, but
it's impossible not to.
I know. I need to send it to the glue factory and just be done. But no, but like, so with Robert last week, everyone's like, holy shit, that was amazing. And so I feel like when you have a different style, like a tango that doesn't have necessarily the same oomph that a jive does, it's automatically gonna hit different for you. And I feel like with a lot of people like Jordan and Jen, like their dances last week left us wanting more. And so getting something that's so significantly like exactly what we were looking for from week one gave us the experience of like, wow, that was amazing. Like, and then, so it's like you said, hard. A double-edged sword.
So his scores, he got an 8 from Carrie Ann, a 7 from Derek, and a 7 from Bruno for a total of 22 out of 30.
I'm pleased with that.
Same. Okay. Next up, Elaine and Alan. They had a jive to Hey Mickey by Tony Basil, who made an appearance.
Amy Linder said Tony Basil held at gunpoint to be here.
I thought she was happy to be there.
No, she was. I couldn't have picked her out of a lineup. Actually, maybe Slay Diva. She had her matching leopard print hat and gloves. Like, go off, sis. Like, okay, we just need to talk about the elephant in the room. Why in the hell did they dress Elaine like that?
So I thought it. I certainly think she should have been in a cheerleading uniform.
Yes, totally. This was an abomination. Those big old white bloomers sticking out. It looked like she was wearing a diaper because that skirt was short. Like, I get it. I understand how cheerleading uniforms look. Like, you have a short skirt and you wear bloomers. The bloomers typically match whatever color the skirt is. If you're wearing a white skirt, you wear white bloomers. If you're wearing a blue skirt, you wear blue bloomers because you don't want it to be this huge contrast. She looked like she looked like Captain Underpants, dude.
She did. Like, it was crazy that we talked about it tonight. They should have put on like spandex mini biker shorts or something under there.
Even something if they were bloomers that just matched what she had, what her skirt was. If they had put her in blue bloomers, it would not have been nearly as distracting. But every time she did a twirl, you just got white underwear. Like, it was crazy. I was like, what are we doing? And something about it, like the mix of like the big white panties and the pigtails, it was like something, like it made it feel like fetishy, like role play. My boyfriend wants to play cheerleader and the quarterback. What is happening?
Lucky for me, I did not get that feeling.
Oh, luckily, I mean, me neither. So I just saw someone say that.
Lucky for me, I did not go there at all until you did. But no, well, I mean, no, like, as you say that, it's weird because Elaine is one of our more mature contestants. She's in her 50s. And so it does feel kind of weird to make her feel more childlike and stuff. We've seen them do well-executed cheerleading outfits before. Charity's dance, for example.
About to say, Charity's cheerleading outfit was iconic. It was wonderful.
Yeah, our Bring It On queen. But yeah, seriously, I thought, other than the fact that, we'll move past the weird outfit, but other than that, I thought it was very good choreography. I was very entertained by the dance. I thought the dance was fantastic. Elaine is good. And I think some of the contestants are like, oh yeah, we cannot write her off. She's good.
She's fantastic. I think that one thing, especially for her being more mature, like obviously being in your 50s is not old. Like, I'm not being like shaming her for her age or anything like that. Like, she's in incredible shape. But a lot of times we see, even with younger contestants actually too, is that when you have to do a dance, especially like a jive or a quick step or something that's fast for, what is it, like 90 seconds or whatever, the stamina can dip. And I think hers dipped a little bit last week. I didn't see that at all this week, and this was a much faster dance.
Yeah, I didn't either.
So, I mean, she's crushing it. I'm so impressed by her. She is having the time of her life out there. I just am so disappointed that the outfit was so distracting. Not the actual cheerleading part, but the underneath, just every 2 seconds getting a flash of the white bloomers.
Pure white underwear.
Yeah. Truly. Like, it was so distracting.
Yeah. I wonder what she thought about it. I'd like to hear what she thought.
Well,
I'm curious.
I don't know that she'd be able to be candid and be like, they put me in this stupid in these big ass underwear.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess they don't really get a say. So that's interesting. But anyway, her scores, all 7s. 21 out of 30.
That was fine.
Yeah, I thought that was fair. Okay. Yeah. Speaking of fair, let's move to unfair. Baron and Britt had a samba to Return of the Mac.
Love this song. Great song. Love Baron. Love Britt. Like, okay. So here's the situation. Last season, Joey Grazade won Dancing with the Stars without ever having to do a samba, which is arguably the most difficult of all the styles that they cover in this show. No, that's not true. They did do a samba. They did a samba to Tarzan.
Was that a samba, though? Yeah, yes, it was, I guess.
Danny Amendola made it to the finals without ever having to do a samba.
Correction. Like Danny.
What did I say?
No, I'm just reiterating your correction.
So, okay. This is why I kind of miss the before times where they would be like, okay, half of the couples are going to do salsa, half the couples are going to do tango. Because it was easier to see who is doing better than the others. And it's easier to make it consistent across the board. Like, you're doing one of these two styles this week. And like, it was more of an even playing field. Like, when you have week 2 men doing sambas, which again, arguably the hardest dance. The pros have all said that this is the hardest one. It's the hardest to teach. It's just a totally different vibe. Yeah. I just feel like you're immediately putting them at a disadvantage because it's so completely out of like, even ballroom dancers talk about it being hard. So regular non-dancing people are going to struggle. And so to have it this early is tough. I thought.
And it's good that you emphasize that. And I want to say that because a lot of people are like, Baron, he doesn't do it for me. He's not interesting. Like, he's not very good, whatever. And I'm like, no, he's also just been given another very hard dance style to do.
Yes. Like, the samba, any season, like, the only samba I think that has stuck out in my head throughout the years is Jordan Fisher and Lindsay Arnold's. The samba that they did to Mi Gente.
Yeah, and probably one of the greatest ones of all time that we will ever see.
Yes, because it's so hard to get it right. Because there's this bounce that you have to have. The men are typically, I believe, wearing Cuban heels. I know Jordan Fisher was, but don't quote me if that's an every time thing, because I don't think Baron was, but I digress. But yeah, it is consistently discussed as being the hardest. And I hate that he got it the second week because, oh my God. Britt didn't hold back, though. She gave him samba choreography, full of content. I was so proud of him. I thought that he did a great job, but that's knowing the lore that is the samba on Dancing with the Stars, that this is the one that trips almost everybody up. And I was so proud. He had good hip action. He was pretty fluid. He had a couple of mistakes, but I mean, honest to God, if you looked at everybody had at least one mistake.
Everybody had a mistake tonight. Every single person, and not everyone's was called out.
Correct. And like, I just don't really understand, like, Carrie Ann during the judging was so hung up on the fact that he made a mistake, which yes, his stuck out a little bit more than some others.
She was nice to everyone except for Baron.
Yes.
She was nice to everybody there except for him. Why?
And what she said didn't even make any sense because she apologized to the audience after for not making sense. And Baron is standing there with the mic in hand trying to accept his feedback. And all she could do was harp on his mistake and then said nothing else.
Weird.
It was very bizarre. It was uncalled for. It was unnecessary. If you want to talk about what Derek did, was he was like, you did have a slip up, but then you got right back in it. You recovered, because that's the name of the game. Everybody made a mistake and everybody continued with their dance. No one just stopped and walked off. Like, it was such a weird thing to me. And I'm so mad. I'm so frustrated because, like, we were getting to see in his package, his intro, like, we're getting to learn more about this man and, like, his
who
coach,
he is.
Coach Daryl, our king. We love Coach Daryl.
Damn, Coach Daryl.
And it just, I just was so frustrated by all of this. Like, I don't know. Haley Jean cracked me up. She said, call him Red Baron, the way he's hot and tasty.
Well, I thought the beginning, he jumped right into the dance. I thought, okay, so last week I said I thought Baron started slow and picked up. This time I thought he started really strong and then fell off at the end. But I really felt like he was giving fierce. His face was in it. Him and Britt had great chemistry.
Yes.
Great chemistry. I thought that even though he had that tough moment where it just seemed like he got lost,
he just stepped on the wrong foot, but then he recovered and got back into it.
Yes, I was rooting for him the whole time. Coach Daryl was legit. He was not playing around with Baron. He was literally like, extend your arms. Baron is in the gym, and Coach Daryl was like, Baron. He was literally like, Baron, make your arms straighter. Like, he acted like he knew what he was coaching him on. It was very cute.
Coach Daryl, I think his first name is Coach, because he lives that life.
He does. And he was there in the audience, which was just...
And then Baron getting emotional in the skybox about it. Oh, no, my God.
Seriously, I can't go there. I can't even go there. Whatever, dude. Whatever.
My emotions runneth over.
Whatever. I'll get into it when we get to eliminations. But he got a 6 from everyone for an 18 out of 30. Which I agree with. I agree with that.
Yeah, I wasn't mad with the score. I was mad at the way that the feedback was given. But only by Carrie Ann, because I thought Derek and Bruno both... They addressed the issue, because you have to. I don't want them to turn a blind eye, but it's like having a child. You're not just going to look at them and be like, here's all the things you did wrong. The end. You're going to be like, hey, so maybe this, but also you did this great. Like, what are we doing? Why are we scolding this man on national television? Like, it was so weird, and it pissed me off.
Yeah, Baron. Don't you forget it, Baron. You're very accomplished, Baron. Do not let them get you down.
You know what, Carrie Ann? I bet you can make the NBA longest shot.
I don't know if she could make a free throw for real. I don't think I could make a free throw, but
I'm certain I couldn't make a free throw, but
yeah,
I'm not a hater.
Anyway, moving on. Whitney and Mark. Cha 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 to play that funky music by Wild Cherry.
Great song again. The one thing that Whitney does is her facials. She dances very well. Yeah. Her body is what's doing the talking. I need her to to cool it on the facials, because they're distracting. Not because it's like too much, but like it's not like I'm like, oh, she's showing too much like excitement, whatever. It's not that. It's that like it is drawing my eye to your face when I want to watch like all the amazing things that you're doing with your body, because she's really talented. I thought that this was a lot sloppier than last week. It was a little bit frantic at some points, I felt. But I mean, she's great. Of course she's great. We know she's going to be great. She has a degree in dance. Like, you know, I don't really know what else to say about it. The splits at the end, like, absolutely go off, sis. Like, all these people that have birthed children, just like throwing around the splits
recently. I'm like, y'all just had a baby.
Y'all have babies.
I have 2 things to say about Whitney, and I feel like it just pretty much summarizes it. One of them is a direct quote from Lexi, who wrote, okay, one reason I think Whitney is so good is because she isn't afraid to look crazy. So she goes all out and she moves her entire body. And I was like, I feel that 1000%, nail on the head. The other thing I texted you was, this is literally Charlie D'Amelio when she's 32. Like, yes, this is exactly who Charlie D'Amelio will be. And that's exactly why Mark is a perfect partner for her. And I think Whitney and Robert are the ones to beat right now. And Whitney is doing a pretty good job making her case for the mirror ball. So that's all I really have to say. I don't know if I'll ever vote for Whitney.
She has not received votes from me at this time.
But it's just a personal like on choice. Principle.
It's a personal choice. It's not because I actively want her to lose. It's nothing like that. She got cast, so of course she's going to go out there and do her best. Like, absolutely. But I mean, I don't think that she's like some terrible person that I'm like, she has got to go immediately. Like, I like to watch her dance. She's not my mirror ball winner personally, but she's really good.
Yeah. Does this make sense? Like, the same reason that people vote for Andy is the same reason that I will not vote for Whitney. Like, people vote for Andy because they love him and like want to see him on there. Whitney, I don't really feel like a major connection with her.
That's fair. I also think that I think that the problem that we've run into at this point, which like comes with the territory of the show gaining its popularity again, is that you have people who are less well known, especially your older celebrities who, aren't necessarily super active on social media. And you have this whole new generation of people watching the show that are ride or die for people that they've seen on TV or that they follow on social media. Yeah.
They're only watching the show because they watch Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
And we love that and we welcome them. But like I knew that we know who is going to go within the next couple of weeks, just based on
guessing. You never know.
Well, you never know. That's true. Just based on the cult following that some of these people have. Like, there are people who will literally go out and vote, no matter what, because that's their person. And that's their right to do that. That's fine. Like last year with Danny Amendola, I loved him. I was a ride or die for him. And then it got to a point where I could tell that he was just not up to the same caliber as the people who were left. And so morally, I was like, I cannot do this. Like, I cannot bastardize this show because I think this guy's really hot. And so, it just kind of is what it is. It's everybody has their own experience with Dancing with the Stars. And
it's also so early, and I might change my mind on that.
Yes.
It's very early.
The biggest thing for me too is that everyone is entitled to their own opinion on this.
Oh, yes, love.
Like, it is okay.
It's a free country.
It's totally fine.
Yeah.
To vote for somebody or not vote for somebody. Like, I may disagree with you. Except for what you guys did tonight. That was messed up.
Except for everything y'all did tonight. We disagree, but I digress. Anyway, I said I was going to say one thing about her, and I said like 50. So anyway, Whitney and Mark, they got a 7 from Carrie Ann, which I was surprised by. 7 from Derek and an 8 from Bruno for a 22 out of 30. I thought she was going to get another 8.
Carrie Ann also called out her mistakes aggressively, which was strange.
Well, at least
I don't know if she just like had a moment of like slipping into the darkness for Barron and Whitney, but both of them, she literally was just like, "Here's exactly what you did wrong." The end.
Yeah, she's like, she went into a mood. Anyways, moving on. Ilaria and Gleb, they had a tango to "What Is Love."
I hear Millie jingling.
She's being so bad. Like, I can't lock her out because she sits out there and cries. And then when I bring her in here, she does absolutely everything she can to make this difficult. But now she's settling in. So.
Okay, good. Millie is Madeline's cat, for those of you who are new. Don't
my
know
daughter.
Our lore.
My daughter who wears a bell collar. Thank you. But yeah.
So Ilaria, I saw a video of her on TikTok literally pronouncing her name like that, and I was like, literally, I think my eyes rolled so far back in my head that I saw my like frontal lobe.
My favorite nicknames for her have been Hilarious and Malaria. I'm stuck between those two.
Oh, I want to be a good person so
okay,
bad.
We're gonna be good people because we're not gonna like. I don't even want to give them that much time. So
yeah, that's true. Okay, so
our energy is expensive.
Yes, it is. That's true. Okay, so the styling that they put her in, I'm not even on her side here, but they did her really dirty. She looked 40 years older than she is. Like, she looked so matronly. So it was bad. I'm sorry for you, girly. That's unfortunate.
I don't know. It was giving like 80s ballroom, which is when she was performing in it, probably.
I don't know. She could have been doing it yesterday for all I know.
She's only 40. I'm acting like she's like 60. She's only 40 years old.
Well,
whatever.
So here's the tea that came out this week, which like we've been kind of known part of this, but the actual score sheet from when she competed at Blackpool came out. Like somebody dug it up, I guess, from the archives. And she literally beat our very own Emma Slater at Blackpool. A pro on this show. She beat her.
Wow.
And is on here as a celeb, just, you know, whatever.
Wow.
It is what it is. She has every right to be on this show. That's fine. I didn't think that this was actually a very good tango, to be honest. I thought she messed up a lot. She looked a little wobbly on her feet. I'm also expecting a lot more from her because she's a freaking professional ballroom dancer. Let's just be real. So I wasn't super impressed, and I'm done talking about them. You go ahead.
So I thought that she still looked effortless. Like, it feels, obviously it comes natural to her. I think her and Gleb look good together. I thought it was still fun to watch, even though I don't really like her. I loved that they panned to Jake Shane after her dance, and he was just sitting there clapping. I loved that Jake was there tonight.
Jake Shane is a king.
I know. I wish he would do the show. Maybe one day. But they had a lift in there, but whatever. I mean, Carrie got her one word in, and she said lift with eyes during her feedback. But yeah, I mean, I really don't have that much to say. It was good, but of course it was.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Not the ballroom dancer being good at ballroom dancing. Oh my God.
It's so funny,
Florals
Katie, because
for spring.
Groundbreaking. It's just funny because Katie and I are the same person. We have the same exact thoughts, pretty much. It's very rare when we don't agree on something. And it's just funny because we have to like try and find other things to say about the people that we don't necessarily love. But
I know, I'm trying to reel in my emotions, especially.
Okay. Also, compared to last week, I thought that Gleb choreographed this one better. So it was good. Overall, solid for them. They got all sevens.
It was good. I don't think she performed as well as she did last week.
21 out of 30.
I think she struggled a little bit more this week. But whatever. That's fine.
Dylan and Daniela were next with a samba to the Macarena.
Which is hilarious.
Very.
That is so funny. Haley Jean goes, I thought I knew this dance. Because they clearly were not doing the Macarena. We have to talk about the TikTok scene around the world that he and Daniela posted of him shirtless and her in her sports bra. And there were it was just all abs all the time of him doing the whisk. And
very good.
Yeah, excellent. I watched it for about 10 hours on repeat. 1,000 out of 10. So he was struggling with timing a little bit in this one, I felt like.
Which I think he did a little bit last week, too.
Agreed, but I think that it was much more obvious in this dance.
Okay.
I think he had great hip action. His whisk was phenomenal. His whisk. I thought that he was lacking confidence this week. I think last week he came out and was just like, I'm going to do the damn thing. Like, what have I got to lose? And he did so well. And I think that this week, especially, hey, guess what? It's a samba. Do you guys know what I'm going to say? It's really damn hard. So I think that also added on to like, holy shit, I'm so out of my element. This is really hard. I love that Daniela put the samba rolls in this samba.
That is too.
Like because that was my biggest complaint last season with Joey and Jenna's Tarzan samba is I was like, where were the samba rolls? That is like the iconic thing of a samba is the samba rolls, which is, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's like where the girl is standing in front of the guy. They're like butt to crotch. And they like lean for it. Looks like the SpongeBob Bring It Around Town, but with your upper body. And it was so good. I was so happy to see that. She gave him everything but the kitchen sink in this choreography. I was so excited. I was really pleased with what they did. I think he just needs to get that confidence back that he had last week, and I think he needs to refine some of his movements and work on his timing. But I'm super pleased that he's got this one out of the way, so he doesn't have to worry about this anymore. And two, I think that they are going to continue to improve.
Yeah. I think the whisking was on point. I thought that the somber rolls were perfect for them. I agreed that he had a little bit less flow in his arms tonight. He had a little bit better musicality, I thought, on night one. But again, it's literally night two. And I think what Dylan would benefit from is like Pasha coming in for just 5 minutes and being like, hey, it's okay to just go full out, all out. What I was just saying about Whitney, her strength is that she goes absolutely crazy all out on these dances. And if Dylan would just commit just a little bit more, I think Dylan is a little bit afraid of looking silly. So he gets a little nervous and he wants to still look like Dylan. But again, his athleticism and strengths, like, I cannot wait to see what they do. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. It is only up from here. And that was good. So he got a 7 from Kirian, a 6 from Derek, and a 7 from Bruno for a 20 out of 30.
And I thought that was totally fine.
Yeah, me too. Okay. Last, Scott and Riley. They had a cha-cha-cha to Blue.
Blue Dabba-dee.
Blue Dabba-dee. Yeah.
Okay, so they were absolutely frying me when they were in the skybox with their sunglasses on the whole time. It was so funny.
So funny. I love that.
Everyone was like, oh my gosh, like, it's, I cannot remember what they said that they looked like, but to me, all I could think of in my head was Xenon.
Oh my God, I was about to say Xenon. That's crazy.
See, we share one brain cell.
we share
pass
one
it back and forth.
one collective thought between us.
This was significantly better than last week, so I was super excited. Again, I felt the song was slow, and she might have asked them to slow it down because maybe he was struggling to keep up or whatever. She threw a lot of content at him again, which I appreciate. I think the biggest thing that is going to help him is getting some confidence behind what he's doing. I don't think he's doing a bad job by any means. He definitely improved over last week, but he needs to commit and believe in himself.
Yeah.
And just do it.
Yes. You're like not going to look any sillier. Like, you don't look silly. You look hot. Okay?
You're in a blue, sparkly, like plastic jumpsuit with some stunner shades on that are also blue.
Yes.
Like, just go for it.
Go for it just a little more. And I think he's so close to being there. And again, it's week 2. Like, this guy is going to get better. His body, when you look at him and Riley too, side by side, he looks like he's built to dance. I mean, he really does. He has some really good lines and like some still shots of those dances. He's going to look like a professional. I'm not even kidding. But there's just some parts where you're like, oh, it just feels a little bit off or a little bit disjointed. And like, I don't know. I was still so proud of their improvement from last week. And I thought that they were pretty lowballed on their scores. I thought they could have got a 7.
I agree. I think there should have been at least 1 7 in there. But I think another thing for him, aside from like the confidence and like letting go and putting it out there, is you can see in his face how hard he is concentrating and focusing and thinking.
Trying so hard.
And you could never ask for anything more. And like you said, it's week 2. He's doing a great job. I love him. Yeah. I love him and Riley. I think they have a great partnership. I am ready for him to have his breakthrough dance because it's coming.
I can't wait. Okay.
So they got 3
6s. 3 6s. Yep. 18 out of 30. Okay. So then we moved on to our double elimination. And basically they called all of the couples safe until they got to the quote unquote bottom 3 or whatever in no particular order.
Not necessarily the bottom 3, but...
Well, tonight's bottom 3, I think, were the bottom 3. And it was Ilaria and Gleb, Baron and Britt, and Corey and Jenna. And they called Ilaria and Gleb safe. So Baron and Britt were eliminated and Corey and Jenna were eliminated.
Dude.
We knew, Katie and I talked about this all over the past week where we knew this was going to happen. And that's why it's frustrating, because we've been watching this show way too long to even believe that what we wanted was going to happen. Like to even have a little bit of glimmer of hope that Baron was going to stay. For Britt's sake, honestly, a lot of the way that I feel about Baron has to do with who his partner is too. And like Corey and Jenna, I love you, Jenna and Corey, but it was time for you to go. But I'm back to Baron and Britt, and I'm going to stay on them for a little bit. Like, because of how badly I want it for Britt, I knew that Baron could. I don't think Baron was necessarily going to win, okay? But
no, he wasn't going to have the mirror ball, but holy shit, guys.
Yeah, I thought he was going to make it a little bit further and give Britt a chance.
And he deserved to.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like, we knew it. This is literally what happens. This damn show that we love so dearly, unfortunately for all parties involved, is it literally is we're Charlie Brown and this show is Lucy, and we're running towards the football and they yoink it out of the way and we fall flat on our ass every time. And we do it over and over and over.
Every time. And we get sad every single time.
And I just knew it when we started talking about it. Madeline and I were texting, and I was like, I'm worried for Baron and Britt. I'm really worried. Like, just because I'm chronically online, and so I'm constantly seeing how people are interacting with like different people's
their
TikToks
posts.
And and I knew that they were like one of the lowest viewed YouTube performances. Their TikTok engagement was down, and it sucks because you have people like Baron and Andy who weren't on TikTok prior to this season. They literally made TikToks
for the show.
And it would be one thing, like, he had
Reggie last year did not even have an Instagram.
Yeah, I know. So here's a crazy piece of information. Britt lasted longer with Eric Roberts last season than she did with Baron this season, and that feels illegal.
Yeah.
Because
and I want a mirror ball for Britt. I want a mirror ball for Britt.
If I could manifest a mirror ball for Brandon, Britt, and Pasha, like
honestly, maybe even in that order, but I think maybe I want Britt to have one a little bit more than Brandon.
I'm just so disappointed because like this literally was not it. It wasn't because he was a bad dancer, and that's what sucks. Because, and I'm not saying that like Corey, yes, he was not a good dancer. He had kind of maxed out at his potential. He wasn't going to get any, significantly better. But Baron, like, he improved from last week. He did a damn samba. Hey, did you guys know the samba is really damn hard? I don't know if you've heard this, but I'm letting you know. And like, he came out and did it well. He and Britt have this great connection. And I'm so frustrated that their time got cut short. And that you could tell the athlete in him was just devastated and felt like he had let Britt down.
Yeah, and that was sad. I couldn't watch.
Britt was like tearing up. Like, she was ready to cry. She just kept telling him, it's okay, it's okay. Because he kept apologizing to her. And I'm just like, why? Why did this have to happen?
Y'all gotta be for real. It was not their time.
No, it was not their time.
I know Katie and I agree on everything, so it's easy for us to sit here on this podcast and say that, but like, I don't know. And it is hard because it's like, okay, well, clearly Andy and Emma are the next couple that should go, but y'all, they are going to get the votes next week, and someone who should not be going home next week will. So just brace yourselves. I want everybody to be aware, because I don't think Ilaria and Gleb are going to go next week, and I don't think Andy and Emma are going to go next week. So whoever y'all are looking at on this list, I really think next week we are in for a big shock, I think. And it's going to be we're going to have to calm ourselves down for 30 minutes before we can record again.
I know. I had to get my emotions in check because the rage I went through all 5 stages of grief simultaneously. I thought I was having an aneurysm. Like,
well, and it's so funny because I feel like it's just something that Katie and I, it's like I don't know, it's innate in us to just like want these people with absolutely zero dance experience to do well. And we always like favor that route, I think. But at the same time, I just really didn't feel like it was his time to go. And I feel gutted for Britt because she's had the past couple years cut short, it feels like. And so, I don't know, but I just love her so much. I love her so much.
I know. Oh,
she deserves the world.
Yes, justice for Britt and Baron. This was not their time. Like, they were not going to win. They would probably be gone in a couple of weeks. Like, let's be real, because at the end of the day, it is a 50% popularity versus 50% danceability contest. I am well aware. I've been watching this for a long time. I've been disappointed many, many times. But, like, in this case, like,
justice for Kel.
It was justice for Kel forever and always. Justice for Milo forever and always. Justice for Zendaya. Justice for... There's so many people. I could go on and on, but I will not. But this one hurts. Deep. This one hurts really bad. Because it's not just that you got eliminated, it's that you got eliminated first, dude.
Yeah.
They said,
justice for Matt Walsh.
Justice for Matt Walsh. America literally said, we like you the least.
Yeah. Which is so dumb, you guys.
You guys, how can you look at Baron and be like,
I know, y'all need to be for real, but it's all right. Whatever.
You're entitled to your wrong opinions. That's fine.
I'm so done. It's okay. I'm just prepared to be totally, my world is going to be rocked this season so many times. And like, I'm not ready.
I know.
Because everyone's good. Everyone's good.
And I like everyone. Like, well, almost everyone. I wish no ill will.
Do you want to take a guess on who it is that Katie doesn't like? If you don't know.
I'm going to give you one guess. She's been to a place where I studied abroad. I should. Hey guys, I studied abroad in Spain when I was in college, and I'm gonna pick up a Spanish accent. So.
And your name is Katerina.
Yeah, that's it. That's me. That's my new personality coming next week. Stay tuned. Well, I'm just pissed. I'm pissed because...
Yeah, how do we move on? No, Millie.
I knew this pain would come. I just didn't expect it to be here so soon. But, like, I also did. Because we've been talking about it for a week, that this is exactly what was going to freaking happen.
Yeah, and it's sad because we fought a losing battle trying to keep him around. We did.
I literally... We were talking about how we were going to rally the troops, like... And
we did.
So I get it. I'm okay with some people staying longer that aren't the best dancers because guess what? That's how we got an Amon Shumpert mirror ball.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
yeah,
we have to like. I get so frustrated, but then I'm like, hey, some of my favorite things that have happened on this show wouldn't have happened if it didn't work the way that it does.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, I get it. It doesn't make it hurt any less. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah,
it's raw and it's real and it sucks.
I don't know when we'll get over this one. I don't know, but we'll see. I fear it's a domino effect, and I hope I'm wrong. But anyway, it was a good episode. We are in for a good season. It's going to be crazy. Next week is week 3, and it's TikTok night.
I have no idea what to expect. Do you think they will touch on Mormon wife Whitney's TikTok scandal?
I don't know. I hope so.
I'm interested. I don't know. She seems like a pretty open book. So I feel like she might just be
do you think they'll touch on Rapture talk? Do you think that?
It's midnight there. It's midnight there. Are you still with us?
I'm still with us. It's 12:13 a.m. Did you?
So either you weren't chosen or it's not happening.
I fear that it's just not happening. But it's funny because wouldn't a Rapture themed dance be hilarious?
Oh my god,
that would be funny. Just the costumes on the floor.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I cannot wait until next week.
I can't wait until next week. I'm also dreading next week. we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
But thank y'all for listening. We love you guys. We love doing this. We love Dancing with the Stars. And hopefully Robert Irwin sees my husband's DM, and we get him on the podcast.
We love everyone who's left. We can't wait to see who wins.
Well, almost everyone. But I digress.
That's true.
But this was a great one, and it's only going to get better from here. And I don't know what the hell we're going to do besides be emotionally damaged repeatedly.
I can't wait. But anyway,
but at least we all have each other, guys.
Tonight was real. It was
fun.
For sure.
But it wasn't real fun, I'll tell you that.
All right, bye y'all. See you next week for TikTok night.
Bye.
Maybe if we make it through the night. Bye.